So I grew up in a circle of friends that were a lot of rappers. And so I started rapping. I was like, yeah, I want to rap. So what we did is we rapped. And it was fun. And, you know, we had like I don't know how we did it. I think we had like a tape track or something like that. It was weird. I don't know how we did it. But we did rap. We recorded it. That was that. What I soon discovered in 1999, I went to see a slam poet, spoken word artist in town, and I spoke about this person before. It was one of my idols, and he absolutely just tore the roof off the house with his poetry, and I was like, I want to do that. So I competed in slam poetry for the next 5 years, went to nationals 3 years in a row. Made the team the 4th year, couldn't attend all the practices because I had hernia surgery, and then that's just a whole other story. But slam poetry was a very, very definitive root and limb in my writing. That's where I started. In slam poetry, if you know anything about it, you write a poem that's a slam poem that's less than 3 minutes long, you get up and perform it in front of perfect strangers, and then even more perfect strangers raise cards with numbers on them to rate your poetry. It's absolutely... It makes me ill. It made me ill. I would sweat bullets back then before poetry slams. It was like, what the hell are you doing to yourself? You're getting your writing rated in front of strangers, and then you have to walk off stage and take it. And slam poetry motivated me to write. I wanted to be the best slam poet. I wanted to win. I wanted to get it, wanted to do it. And the thing that I soon realized was burnout, because that's not the way that art works, or at least not all art. It's not on a meritocratic system. It's not a meritocracy. Like, art is just art. It's absolutely 1,000% subjective. Do you like that art? No, not really. Do you like that art? Yeah, I really I dig it. You like that song? Mm-mm. You like that song? Oh my God, I listen to it all the time. So slam poetry became a thing of the past for me. And then I started getting into spoken word. And that's when I booked my first show, was 2014. I started slam poetry in 2001. 2002, 2003. And I didn't get into spoken word until 10 or 11 years later. I put the pen down for about half a decade. And in 2014 was when I picked it back up and I started writing spoken word. It's when I started writing for myself. And who cares how long the poem is? Who cares what it's about? Who cares what kind of rating it's gonna get? I wasn't concerned with that. And so I called up some film friends and I said, I want you to film it. And you can go to youtube.com/urbanhomecompanion and you can see all my spoken word performances. And I actually have a spoken word performance coming up Friday, May 15th at the Bryant Lake Bowl here in Minneapolis. And I'll leave the ticket link for that below. But that being said, it clicked in my head that slam poetry got me writing and got me on stage. Spoken word kept me going. And the difference between the two is spoken word is an unhindered, unhinged, unfiltered version of whatever it is that you want to put on the stage. Slam poetry is a distilled version of what you really want to write. And don't ever tell me that slam poetry is your true expression, because it ain't. At least it's not mine. So that's the difference for me between slam poetry and spoken word. And if you can get out to a poetry slam in your vicinity, do it. Support slam poetry. It's amazing. It's awesome. It's writing. It's people doing things on stage that they wouldn't do otherwise unless there was a poetry slam. So get out to that, and then also support spoken word as well. And that's my difference between the two. I release a lot of it on my Patreon before it ever comes out to the public. So go to patreon.com/ToussaintMorrison, and you can see a lot of the spoken word that I'm writing right now. And be sure to get out to Bryant Lake Bowl Friday, May 15th. And if you have any comments, put them below. Love y'all, and thank you so much for watching this video. We'll see you in the next one.